Mike Cardano with Roto Experts in the Fantasy Sports Network, and I'm here to put the odds of winning in daily fantasy gaming in your favor. It's my job, it's what I do, so sit up straight and pay attention, or risk losing your money to those who are. Now, as the dog days of summer approach and NFL trading camps start to get underway, we continue to print money playing daily fantasy baseball. So let's get right to today's picks. Now, as I look at some of the top pitching options today, there's definitely no shortage of pitching tonight. We've got King Felix throwing against Baltimore, David Price and John Lester squaring off against each other, and Zach Greinke pitching against the dreaded Giants. Now, the way I see this is that Greinke simply represents too much of a savings versus those other guys to pass up on him. He's facing a familiar foe in the Giants, who he squared off against twice this season, winning both games, striking out 16 and 15 innings. Now, I don't see how you can go wrong with any of these guys, but this one to me is simply about value, as Greinke will allow me at least 2 more premium bats. One of the things that I can do by not using the highest priced 3 pitching options tonight is make certain that I get Andrew McCutchen in my lineup against a soft-tossing left-hander in Brett Anderson at Coors Field. Now, I've had many people tell me that McCutchen's actually more dominant against right-handers, and while that appears to be true at first glance looking at the numbers, I see this as more of a statistical anomaly than anything else. Now, McCutchen only has 68 at-bats on the season versus lefties, as opposed to 314 against righties, so trying to juxtapose his splits here really is not relevant. A soft-tossing lefty at Coors Field versus the reigning NL MVP? It's a no-brainer to me. Staying with that same game, I love Corey Dickerson tonight against right-hander Charlie Morton. Now, Dickerson has defiled right-handers this season, hitting .359 with an OPS north of 1, and while I wouldn't classify him as cheap, I don't think his price tag accurately reflects his upside in these situations, particularly over at DraftKings. It looks like there's a 70% chance of not having isolated thunderstorms for the Cards and Cubs at Wrigley Field and the Pirates and Rockies over at Coors Field. So you're going to need to pay 30% attention to those games, particularly if you're using some of my plays. Now, someone asked me the other day how I could possibly beat someone else in a head-to-head matchup if I'm telling them who my picks are ahead of time. Well, it's magic, isn't it? Now, if you'd like to challenge me head-to-head in daily fantasy, follow me on Twitter at Mike Cardano and shoot me a message with the site you want to play on, the amount of your cash game challenge, and your favorite charity, and I'll choose one of you at random each day. Now, if you win, you get to keep the cash. And if I win, I'll donate the winnings to the charity of your choice. And we all win. Good luck in your daily fantasy gaming today, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you right back here Monday on the Fantasy Sports Network.